tenantreplacement.com. We place tenants in your properties in 30 days or less, or we give you $100 in Mobile County, Alabama. Coming to you with tip number 2 on how to become a successful landlord. And tip number 2 is do not make handshake deals. It's not enforceable until it's written down. A lease agreement outlines the responsibilities of the owner as well as the tenant. It outlines what the tenant can do and what they can't do. It outlines the length of the lease, and it outlines late payments being assessed to the tenant. It outlines that they can have a water bed. It outlines that they can have pets, and so on and so forth. And you do not want to put your financial future or your real estate investments in jeopardy by handshaking on a deal for a particular tenant for a lease and rent. Because in most states, if there is no lease in effect, no written lease, the laws are skewed towards the tenant, so you don't want to do that. So it's best that you have a written lease that's well prepared. I would suggest that you run that lease by your lawyer to make sure you have all the applicable things that you need to have in a lease, and make sure that that lease is lining up with local and state laws concerning what clauses to put in that lease. So again, tip number 2 on our series of how to become a successful investor is handshake deals are not enforceable. It's not enforceable until it's written down. It behooves you to write down and get written proof that you and your tenant have an agreement to lease a certain property. So this is Lawrence Roberts with tip number 2, and tip number 3 is on the way, so be on the lookout for it. Thank you.